Guidelines for cohabitation. All right, this is a great one. Got to admit, in the past, I went into cohabitation, actually really long-term cohabitation, without even thinking about legal rights and responsibilities. So I have since become a big fan of before cohabiting, setting out some expectations. Everything from who's going to do household chores, who's going to take out the trash, and who's going to clean the bathroom, whether you're going to put the cap on or not on the toothpaste. So from mundane things like that to much more important things like finances. How are we going to pay housing expenses? Will we commingle our bank accounts and use a joint bank account for some of the common living expenses? If you're bringing in kids or blending families, there's a whole lot of stuff to discuss there about boundaries, guidelines, parenting versus step parenting, expenditures, big expenditures for stepchildren, perhaps. These are the kinds of things that couples often find, if they haven't thought about and talked through ahead of time, when the situation arises, it can unexpectedly lead to conflict. And you want to have your cohabitation be as harmonious and peaceful and stable as possible. You also want to be thinking, what if it's not? What if we both invest money in buying something like a big ticket item, a house, or we buy a car together, or we buy a timeshare together, or we, both pay for college for a stepchild. And what happens if that relationship doesn't last? Will you, get compensated? How will you divide those things? So that's when it gets really messy, or can. And that's where parties don't have the rules that you have surrounding dividing marital assets. There really are no rules in most states about how to divide the assets of unmarried couples. So you're kind of in uncharted legal waters if you can't figure it out.